I'm like sick. Like I'm ill. Like I need professional intervention.
Zoe, can I start off with you when you read the script? Were you a ball of anxiety the way I was when watching the movie?
No, I wasn't a ball of anxiety when I was reading it. I just was, I just was like turning the page, turning the page, turning the page. Really interested to see how it ended. I also think, when I know that I want to play a part when I'm reading a script, and I find myself instinctively like reading the lines out loud, like trying to find the voice, trying to find like that's how I know. And I was like, page 3, I was like reading the Quinn is a very gifted writer. So I just had to know. I just had to know how it ended.
For the question for both of you, now that you've done the movie, how easy these things can happen. Maybe not to the extreme of what that was like, but when people want to be someone on social media, it's so easy for it just to all of a sudden you're the Queen of England. Do you feel?
Uh, well,
For
yeah, I
the both of
mean,
you, sorry. Just what's the one thing I call was like, Jesus, how easy that just multiplied by a million.
right. It's totally plausible. I mean, a lot of
Yeah,
people, when I tell them the premise of the story, they ask if it was based off of an article or something that actually happened.
right.
It feels realistic, weirdly.
It does. It feels so. It's such a crazy idea, um, but it works because like it's not. It's believable. It's completely believable. And also that like attention is it's so sought after, and then it's so fleeting. You know, and like that's what's so interesting too is like any kind of like viral moment that's sort of like any account could come across, let alone then like accumulating like a following, and sort of having carving out this niche kind of like fan base, all that stuff is so fleeting too. I mean they'll drop you as soon as they it's quick to pick you up, so it's like it's such an interesting chase because it's like I feel like people get swept up in it. It's almost like a survival thing. It's just sort of embedded into how we need to like operate these days. I don't think it's always attached to even wanting attention necessarily. It's just like you know like how like
Here,
Danny, sorry, like Zoe's character, like Danny starts out by like wanting to just like be seen at her job, like be noticed for work. She's trying to be a writer. It's like, and so many of these things get so lost by the end because she is in an environment where just that and just her work isn't being rewarded. What is rewarded is like attention, and followers and some kind of like that's what you need. So that's what she goes to try to get. It's crazy.
have you both looked at social media differently now? I kind of have. I do foodie stuff on mine, and I was like, oh God, maybe I shouldn't be looking at my phone every 10 seconds to see if I've got a like. Have you guys been like that as well?
Dylan has such a better relationship to his phone and social media than I do. Like, there's no even. I'm like sick. Like, I'm ill. Like, I need professional intervention. Um, I'm on my phone
Night and day.
so much. I mean, I offset it with like, oh, I'm doing crosswords and I have ADD, so it's the perfect drug for me. It's the perfect drug. Like, I have some, I'm either eating or I'm just clicking my phone. And I'm not even paying attention to the phone, by the way. I am paying attention to the person that I'm talking. I'm like, you know, it's completely, so no, it hasn't changed my relationship to it. And I need help.
Probably got worse.
Yeah. Look, I don't
Dylan,
think I'm pinnacle of like health, by the way, when it comes to that shit either. I mean, again, it's what's so part of like even Zoe having that perception of me, is interesting because like no, but it's still so woven into like all of our lives that it's like I by no means am like living off the grid and like not on my phone like everyone else. I think we all fucking are. That's like what it is.
Can I just ask one more question? I went to get my haircut today and I then saw your beautiful buzzed blonde hairstyle. Is this going to be a big thing now for the summer with people looking at this movie going, oh, this might work for me? For
With the
yourself?
blonde, Shade blonde?
Yeah, for the shade blonde. It was pretty cool.
Everyone has it. Everyone has it. I don't think this movie's gonna like make it become a thing. I think the reason we chose it for the movie is because I feel like every kid I look at has like is like covered in tats and like has like colored their hair, you know, and is covered in rings and like piercings and posting thirst traps, and like that's just the vibe. That's like the thing, you know.
Amazing, guys. My time is up. Thanks so much. Cheers,
Thank you
guys.
very much. It was really
Thank
nice to meet you.